Hola, buenos noches, and good evening. This is your weekly news report, and I'm your host, Pedro, along with Rafa and Chief Meteorologist Ariana. The death toll from an Ebola outbreak in Central Africa rose sharply Tuesday, with the head of the World Health Organization expressing concern over the scale and speed of the epidemic. At least 131 people are believed to have died, and 531 suspected to have been infected, according to the Congolese Health Ministry. An American missionary was among those who tested positive for the deadly disease. Global health experts are worried about the capacity of this outbreak to cause widespread illness and death in Central Africa, not least because this rare strain of Ebola, the Bundibugyo virus, has no approved vaccine or treatment and a shortage of available tests. The outbreak was also undetected for weeks, adding to the complexities in containing it. The State Department said that was strongly urging Americans not to travel to Congo, South Sudan, or Uganda for any reason. Most cases have been in towns at the heart of the region's gold mining industry, which necessitates cross-border travel.
A developing El Niño that is forecast to get quite strong will likely dampen the upcoming Atlantic hurricane season, but it won't make the potentially deadly storms disappear. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration on Thursday issued its seasonal outlook for the Atlantic, giving a 55% chance of a below-average season. The agency forecasts 8 to 14 named storms, with 3 to 6 of them becoming strong enough to hit hurricane status, and 1 to 3 of those intensifying to major hurricanes. A normal hurricane season has 14 named storms, 7 of them becoming hurricanes, and 3 of them reaching major hurricane level, which is more than 110 miles per hour. 18 other groups, private and academic, have also forecasted what they think the season will be like, and most of them also call for a below-average summer and fall. An El Niño is the natural and cyclic warming of parts of the Central Pacific that warps weather patterns around the globe, especially during winter. This year, many forecasts are calling for a strong, super strong, or even record-setting, intense El Niño. During a La Niña, the cool flip side of El Niño, the Atlantic is generally busier with stronger storms. El Niños and La Niñas have the opposite effect on storms in the Central and Eastern Pacific as they do in the Atlantic, so experts are expecting a busier season in those regions.
It's the end of an era for The Late Show, with CBS airing the final episode at 11:35 p.m. The Paramount-owned network announced in July that the 33-year-old show would end as it sought the Trump administration's approval for its $8 billion merger with Skydance. Host Stephen Colbert bade farewell to the late-night program with help from music legend Paul McCartney and a slew of celebrities, or old friends, as Colbert called them, including Bryan Cranston, Paul Rudd, Tim Meadows, Tig Notaro, Ryan Reynolds, Jon Stewart, Jimmy Kimmel, Jimmy Fallon, Seth Meyers, John Oliver, and Neil deGrasse Tyson. Colbert, who succeeded David Letterman in 2015, has been a consistent critic of President Donald Trump and his policies. Viewers condemned The Late Show cancellation, accusing CBS of bowing to political pressure. The network has said it was purely a financial decision amid late-night challenges. Colbert was greeted with a rousing standing ovation as he entered the stage to deliver his final monologue. Throughout the episode, which ran about 20 minutes over the usual one-hour slot, the host spoke from his heart and balanced the show's signature humor with bits that addressed CBS's decision to pull him and the show off the air. The show closed out with McCartney performing the Beatles' Hello Goodbye, with Colbert and Grammy winner Jon Batiste, who previously was the Late Show band leader, singing backup. The entire crew of The Late Show then made their way on stage before Colbert and McCartney turned off the lights to the theater. Now here's Ariana with a look at your weather forecast for the week ahead.
I'm your chief meteorologist, Ariana, with a look at your weather for the week ahead. Low pressure systems interacting with increasing moisture along a slow-moving frontal boundary will set the stage for a wet and stormy rest of the weekend for much of the eastern half of the country. Multiple rounds of showers and thunderstorms are in store from the southern plains and lower Mississippi Valley to the mid-south, southeast, and Ohio Valley the next couple of days. A semi-regional threat will begin to take shape across much of eastern Texas and southern Louisiana going into Sunday. A significant amount of moisture surging northward from the Gulf of Mexico will support the development and maintenance of numerous robust clusters of shower and thunderstorms along and north of the Gulf Coast. An upper-level low will dive from the Pacific Northwest through the Great Basin around mid to late week. Upper ridging will stretch from the southeast northwestward into the Midwest as southern stream energy cuts into it in the south-central U.S. Upper troughing across the Northwest and Great Basin, with a front system ahead of it, will allow for increased precipitation across the Pacific Northwest to the Intermountain West for several days. Snow is possible at the highest elevations of the Cascades to the Rockies. Rain chances will stretch east into the Central Plains and Midwest around mid to late week. Now, here's your 7-day forecast for the Phoenix, Arizona metro area. We'll see temperatures about average for the entire week with daytime highs around the mid-90s for every day this week. It will remain sunny for the entire week as we enter the hottest and driest month of the year in June for the southwestern deserts region. Overnight lows will remain slightly below average to about average, with lows ranging anywhere from the mid-60s to low 70s. Now we send it back to Pedro.
That will do it for this week's weekly news report. As always, thank you for watching and have a great week. Como siempre, gracias por ver el video y que tengáis una buena semana.